As many of you know, this is the circle of life that opens The Lion King. It is one of the most iconic songs of the 1990s and is very nostalgic to many of us who grew up watching the film. It is a very familiar tune to our generation.
I guess it would kind of be like a chant like, ah, Svenja Valalitzaryo.
Svenja Mama Beatsy Wawa, I don't know.
I don't know.
Ya Svenja Mabakisi Baba Sitsahu Nyangwama.
Na Svenja.
Oh, Svenja Valalitzaryo.
Na Svenja.
Out of all the students who were interviewed, none of them seemed to speak fluent Swahili. Even though they struggled to speak it, they were still able to come up with their own interpretation of what the beginning of the song means.
The sun has risen.
I'm a lion, roar.
Something about the circle of life.
Good luck, have fun.
Simba is the best line ever. I don't know.
Despite the popularity of The Lion King among high school students and the innumerable times the song has been played, we had a hard time interpreting what the lyrics meant. Until next time, remember, there's a lion, here comes a lion. For RACC TV, I'm Laura Taylor.
Learning a foreign language can be difficult when you have spoken only one language your entire life. On top of that, the school requires that students take a foreign language while in high school. As anyone who has had to learn a language would tell you, the most effective way to learn is to put yourself in that environment. One way to improve those skills is by traveling to the country that language is spoken. There are travel services not associated with the school district who specialize in educational tours. For example, Ms. Salazar has toured Europe with students several times over the years. Traveling to other lands provides many educational opportunities.
Not only are they getting to use French in everyday situations for ordering food, shopping, but they're also getting to see the places that we've talked about in class. They're getting to interact with the people that live in the country and to see the monuments that we've talked about, the Arc de Triomphe, the Louvre, the Eiffel Tower. Statistics show that if a student travels overseas before they're out of high school, they're more likely to travel later on, and they're more likely to want to learn other languages and learn about other cultures.
Going on my trip, especially when we got to France, it really helped me apply the French that I learned. It definitely helped me like in real world situations, like I got lost in Italy actually, but then I got to use my French because I met a French person to help me get back to where I needed to be at.
I had just finished my first year, so I was able to kind of see how the Parisians got to like how they spoke really fast and everything. And when I would like be at restaurants, I was able to use my French a little bit, even though it was like really bad. The waiters or waitresses could still pick up on it.
Improving foreign language skills is not always easy, but exchange students confirm that just being around native speakers and doing everyday things has tremendous benefits.
At the beginning it's very hard because you need to translate in your mind and then speak, but you get used to it and it's easy. I have to speak English with my friends and with my teachers and watching TV and the movies.
Although the trips are not sponsored by the school district, they do offer a unique and practical educational experience that the classroom cannot offer. Most tours last 10 to 12 days, and there are a variety of packages to choose from. If you are interested in improving your foreign language skills or learning more about the culture of other countries, please ask your teacher for more information. It could be the trip of a lifetime. For RACC TV, I'm Vivian Cassina.
Those who are copying Kindness Week include the following names: Out of all of these kind individuals, 5 names were drawn. Gabe Garza, Dina Khalid, Morgan Lee, Sophia McKentry, and Stephen Wright. Congratulations, students! Please pick up your $1 in Miss Gates' office as soon as possible. Your $1 allows you to get 2 free treats, or the equivalent of $2 worth of merchandise in the DECA store. Students and teachers, please do not submit nomination forms anonymously. Include your name under nominator name. Also, please make sure you fill them out to their entirety. For RACC TV, I'm Kaylee Rice.
Everybody's seen some strange things, but some are stranger than others. Whether it's others doing something weird or seeing something odd, all of us have had some idiosyncratic experiences.
What's the strangest thing you ever seen?
Villanova losing the bracket.
What's that?
My cousin running around his house with his underwear on his head.
I just saw this big flash in the sky, and it was pretty weird.
There's a guy who rides through my neighborhood daily on a unicycle.
The naked cowboy in New York.
A fat shirtless man at Walmart.
Mitch running with a man bun on the side of the road, rocking out next to the 7-Eleven.
That's unfortunate.
Somebody sitting outside a fountain, chewing on his own fingers. Just like.
I once saw a guy eating soft carrots on a roller coaster.
One time I was stopped at a rest stop in Louisiana, and there was a homeless woman who had a dog leash attached to a Coors Light box with the top cut off of it, and there was a baby in there, and she was dragging it across the ground, and we thought that was odd.
When I was in the library one time, I saw a guy walking outside until he tripped.
A wiener pit bull, which is a dachshund and a pit bull mixed.
Probably a bald cat.
Strange things did happen here. No stranger would it be.
These strange experiences may be crazy, but sometimes it's all in our heads. For RACC TV, I'm Safa Rahmani.
What's that?
For some of us, it's hard to imagine our teachers anywhere else but in the classroom. Many have outside interests that might surprise you. For example, one of our teachers enjoys skydiving in her spare time. Another one likes to raise horses. And one teacher turns to surfboards and motorcycles when she's not teaching art.
I was a big tomboy when I was young, so I grew up riding dirt bikes forever, and I've always liked motorcycles, and now that I'm in the States, I need something, that I can do when I can't surf, so yeah. I just recently purchased a motorcycle, so yeah. Sportster 883 Harley.
How did Miss Poe get into surfing?
The first thing would be, yes, because I grew up on the water, and I'd rather be in the water than on land. The second thing is just the freedom, and it's a challenge, and being with my friends.
Miss Poe grew up in Nicaragua, but has surfed all over the world.
My favorite place besides Nicaragua is Indonesia, and it's because it's all left-hand breaks, which if you don't know surfing, that means the wave breaks to the left. And I'm a goofy footer, so I'm right foot forward, so that means I'm facing the wave, and this is all surf lingo, but it's gorgeous, the food's amazing, and the waves are incredible, so Indonesia, yeah.
She doesn't seem to be bothered by what she cannot see below her.
I've never personally seen sharks, but I'm not really looking for them. Not that I'm scared of, no, nothing really. I've had a lot of really cool experiences and cultural shocks, so it's really helped me to have my students see, I think that travel definitely shapes you into, a more cultural person and makes you appreciate what you have, so.
When you walk into the classroom, don't assume that your teacher's day job is the only activity that keeps him or her busy. After all, Peter Parker, Lois Lane, and Indiana Jones had day jobs too. For RACC TV, I'm Isabella Barbara.
This Week in History. On April 26, 1986, the world's worst nuclear disaster occurs when the Chernobyl nuclear power plant's number 4 reactor explodes and releases a radioactive cloud that spreads as far away as Norway. 31 were killed in the explosion and countless more have died due to radiation-caused cancer. On April 27, 1974, 10,000 people march in Washington, D.C. and call for the impeachment of President Richard Nixon after the Watergate scandal, in which the illegal activities conducted by the Nixon administration came to light after 5 men were caught breaking into the Democratic Party headquarters. On April 28, 2001, American millionaire Dennis Tito became the first space tourist in the world, staying in space for 7 days, 22 hours, 4 minutes. If you think airfares are high, try a $20 million price tag for a trip to orbit. On April 30th, 1993, Monica Seles is stabbed by Gunter Parch, an obsessed fan, during a quarterfinal match of the 1993 Citizen Cup in Hamburg, Germany. Monica was the #1 tennis player in the world at the time and would never play in Germany again. On May 1st, 2011, President Barack Obama announces that 9/11 mastermind Osama bin Laden has been killed by U.S. Special Forces in Abbottabad, Pakistan. That was This Week in History, and I hope we'll be around for many more.
Good morning, fellow raccoons, and welcome to the Weekend Weather Watch. I'm your host with the absolute most, Jacob Jose.
And I'm definitely not you, Chad.
Today will be sunny with a high of 80 and a low of 57. Saturday will be sunny with a high of 80 and a low of 60. And Sunday will be sunny with a high of 80 and a low of 63.
Today our baseball team will face Liberty at 7:30 at Liberty, while our softball team will be playing at the Jerry Cotton Field at Sunday. And if needed, they will play McKinney Boyd on Saturday, and the time will be determined.
For RACC TV, I'm Jacob Jose.
And I'm 2 Chance.
I'm back.